Okay, I'm back. And yes, I've been out, been in the sun, and I'm kind of a mess, been playing in the mud, picking up druzy, sparkly rocks on my property. Hot, hot, hot. Came in and found we've had a big flare. Not an X flare, but a hold on, M8.46. Let me screenshot that and I will show it to you. Here's the alert that came out. I was already on here telling you all about this, but I was incorrect on the size of it. So I deleted that. I was embarrassed I hit it. So here we are, an M8.46 solar flare. And yes, it's Earth facing. It's not straight on the equator of the sun coming straight at us, but we're definitely going to get something from this if it has a CME attached. Okay. Ah, you're seeing other stuff that's on the front of my page. I'm just all out of sorts today. Okay. Some notifications. Whew. I am warm after being out in that sun. I had a good time though. Here's another image. Let me get it where I could show it to you. These are things I captured earlier. Here it is. There's our, what turned out to be an M8, what did I say, 0.46? Yeah, I know, it's funny. So there it is. It's impressive looking. Let's see what else we have here. And that was at 2:20. I took note of this. And it's now 2:31. And the sun is doing a lot of stuff right now. Here, let's take a bigger picture of this. Take a look at it. And there it is. There's our big M flare that nearly made it to an X flare, but not quite. I wish that was a better picture for you, but that's the best it's going to do. So there it is. Whew. So, an M8.46. How about that? Almost an X flare, but not quite. This is a good image of it. If I can get the camera to see it clearly. See all those rays coming out from it. Yep. M8.46. Let's take a quick look onto Space Weather Live and see if it's showing us anything else. I need to take deep breaths. You see I'm good and flushed. Also perspiring. It's warm out there. And I was in the full bright sunshine picking up sparkly rocks. I love those druzy rocks. Okay. Let's see what I can find for us here. Gotta go back a little bit. So it's an M8.46 solar flare that just happened. Let's look for more data. Let's see what we can see on SDO images of this. We also have a nice coronal hole down in the southern part of the sun. Here we go. Here are some with the filters on them. And there's another image of the solar flare. It's pretty. Look at that. Over here we had something happening too that looks pretty big to go along with this. All right, and I want to do a screenshot real quick, so hang on just a moment. Okay, I turned it off. I'm in rare form today. Rare form! Okay, and then that one is not that impressive. Let's go down and look at some of the different ones. This one looks pretty cool. Look at that. You can see the beam from it shooting way off. And these are images of the sun during this solar flare taken from satellites with different filters on the camera. Look at that. Look at that flare. Wow. That's pretty cool looking. Let's see. Look at that. That over there looks pretty powerful too. I would not be surprised if that is quite substantial. Also, even though they had this one marked for being the source, this looks, well, I mean, it's definitely not Earth-facing, but it looks about as big to me as far as width. Look at that. No telling what just happened. We may end up having a double large solar flare, but they usually tell us about that later. So here's an image where you can see the coronal hole, and that's substantial. All that black down there, that's the coronal hole that is currently Earth-facing, but in the southern hemisphere of the sun, so it's not whacking us head on. Woo! How's everybody doing today? I've been having a pretty good day. I'm feeling a lot of spiritual stuff today, and a lot of spiritual stuff in the atmosphere. It's like it's a really good atmosphere for meditating and prayer and pushing into, you know, spiritual places. Now, it doesn't show that one on the right so much here, but there it's showing the M8.46 solar flare. I think some of those others looked every bit as big, actually bigger. Okay, let's see which one they've decided to use in the alerts. And here it is. This is the one they've chosen. Can't get as clear a picture of it. It's kind of fuzzy. There it is. And it's not really showing the one to the side either. Okay, beloved, there it was. I thought it was bigger than it was. I was excited and out in the sunshine, bright sunshine, and didn't see it very well. I misread it to begin with, but it is an M8.46 near solar flare, and it's big and it's Earth facing. So I feel good right now. I'm wondering how you all are taking it, how you're perceiving it, picking up from it. Let me look at some of these other images we have. The one that showed those big flashes on the side. Yeah, this one. This is impressive to me. Look at that. There's the one. There's the M8.46, but look over here. That was huge too, I think. Janine says she's sleepy. And hey there, I always have trouble reading your name, and I apologize. Sviko Vadbarsky. I probably said that wrong. Says, good to see you, Margaret. Greetings from Serbia. Oh, that's exciting. We have big timeline shift. Joy, joy, happiness. That's the attitude. That's good. You make me feel better just reading what you've written. Brandy says, gosh, looks like just gonna explode. So beautiful. It is beautiful. Elena from Greece, greetings. We have our global community out here today with us. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Looking through. Peggy, hey, lady. She says, hey, how nice. She said, hello, beautiful lady, I guess. Well, thank you, even though I came in from the sun and I'm all sweaty. Thank you for all your guidance through these volatile times. Sending much love to you, Chipper and Sugar. Chipper, Sugar. Peggy says hi. I don't know where they are. I just fed them and they're through eating, so they're probably off crashing somewhere. Brandy says, my heart has been acting up so much since about noon in Florida. Mine was acting up this morning. Brandy, you might want to try going and doing the heart brain coherence meditation. Matter of fact, we might do it at the end. It'd probably be good for all of us. And often your heart will smooth out and anxiety will leave and all kinds of good things can happen with that heart brain coherence meditation. Yvonne says, so tired. Yvonne, where are you from with a name like Arinson? You might be from right here around. Oh, it's showing me bills. I don't want you all to see my bills. Okay, let's put this thing to sleep. Wow, this is an interesting live. Okay, and I see if any of you are trying to do the stars, it looks like they're not available. Wonder if our little friend has decided to do that for us. Okay. I'm not going to talk about that right now. We're dealing with it. Okay. PJ Jordan says, feeling great today. That's wonderful. And Bobby Pepper, pardon me, says, I'm here, exhausted. I'm going to have a drink here. Guess I got a little thirsty out in the sun. Another Brandy says, fine, did have like pop in and around the ear right side today, like going up a mountain. How about that? And Lars says, hello from Sweden. Hello, Lars from Sweden. Hello, everybody. Oh my goodness, the tribe is here. Hey, y'all. Oh no, Jane Markey says, heat, headache, tooth extraction yesterday. Ouch. You want to stay as cool as possible and rest after that. I had some teeth removed last July. Whoa, that was rough. But I had more than one. So just take care of your wee little self and rest. And I think it will heal well. Just don't overdo it right away. Maggie from Oregon says all she feels like doing is sleeping. And Joanne McGowan from North Ireland. Hello, hello, Ireland. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. Abdo says, electrical energy flowing inside and around me. Cool. Oh my gosh, look at this. Sylvie from the Czech Republic. Hey, hey, hey there. Oh, I love this. I love our global community. All of you. It's exciting. We know people all over the world on this tribe. It's like we're a big family. Jen Paradis says, I feel in a different timeline, definitely. Lots of releases, integrations, healing. Body got aches, but it's tolerable. Sleepiness, feeling joy and divine light coming in for sure. And then she thanks me for the stuff I do. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate that. Oh my goodness, Carol Peter Dupree's. Loving hugs from South Africa. Hey there. We don't get to hear from Africa very often. Good to see you. Big hugs from here too. Wow, wow, wow. It is beautiful, Nicole. And Aaron is sending love from the beach. Oh, that sounds like fun. The beach sounds like a lot of fun. Someone called me grandma. I don't know how to feel about that. You better be a teenager. Anupam Paramhans. I can't even look at your site. Grandma. Nobody's called me that before. I'm not actually anybody's mama either. I mean, I have a lot of spiritual kids and people that have adopted me and I've adopted them. Okay. Yeah, you must be about 2 years old. I'm messing with you. Okay, let's see. Yes, a heart. Bobby Pepper says, I've been meditating, holding my medallion in my hands. Cool. Jennifer sent me 20 stars. Thanks, Jennifer. So the star button is working. Thank you. She sent me 20 cents, and that's a lot of love. I feel it. Thank you, Jennifer. Denise, feeling good, got laundry done, cut grass, and trimming done. Happy Father's Day to all the dads. Yeah, happy Father's Day to you dads. Oh my goodness, look at all the people. Wanda Jones, do I know you? You look like someone I know. I'm not sure. Oh, Peggy says, would it be possible to see your latest druzy collected? Actually, it's out in the car. I left it in the bag because I rushed in. I can show you some of my recent stuff. Would anyone else like to see my sparkling stones that are made of little crystals? It's called druzy. Hendrik, hello from South Africa. Another South African. Greetings. Oh, okay, we got some hearts. Someone is voting to see the stones. Bobby Pepper says, I'm not a grandma, and she sent me 100 stars. Thank you. She sent me $1. Thank you, Bobby Pepper. I'm feeling the love. Okay. Hello, everyone. I like crystals. Yes, I do. You sell crystals. Cool. I get crystals right off my property. Plus, I've had some friends who have gifted me with some really beautiful stones. I really like rocks. I guess I'm a rock hound, as they call it. Not a good one. Just a beginner, absolute amateur. Hey, Missy. Going back to the beginning. Brandy, you're very welcome. She says, thanks for the updates. Okay. Jen Parody says, hi, Marguerite and everyone. Was just thinking about you. And I see a notification say you're on live. That's cool. I think we're pretty connected. Sony says, I love your necklace and have had a compliment on mine. All right. Thanks for sharing that, Sony. I remember filling your order. So you like it. That's wonderful. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, I'm wearing the Triskelion today. And it's got the silver little necklace with it. It is beautiful. And here's the back of it. If I can turn it around. See all the different stones on the back. They all do something. And they help you process these energies and deal with all of it. And they really are wonderful. Okay. I'm going to, because I want to, I'm going to show you some of my druzy. Matter of fact, if you all indulge me, I'll take you outside and show you my huge collection. Most of you are wondering, what in the world is druzy? It's a sparkly stone. And let me get in here. Hold on, I'm walking. Here's some of my collection here in the house. Okay, here we go. I'll put a flashlight on it. Sparkles don't show well on the phone. Hold on, this is just a crazy collection I got going here. I don't know if you can see the sparkles, but they're all covered with these tiny little sparkling stones. little crystals. Here's one you can see pretty good. This one. These are just some of them. I have better ones actually outside. And some of them really sparkle really good. Okay, tell you what. Turn off my flashlight. And let's, thank you. Someone said beautiful. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take you outside real quick. Out here into the grassiness. Hopefully the chiggers won't get me. I'll plan on just hopping in the shower right after we do this. Oh my goodness, here we are outside. This is my yard, which I mowed it not long ago, but it's ready to be mowed again. These are my rocks. I love picking them up. Okay. Can you see the sparkles? It just doesn't show that great on the phone. I have all kinds of different sorts of rocks, but lots of the sparkling kinds out here. Lots of druzy. My property is covered in druzy. And pine needles everywhere. Hope you can see this. There's some right. Trying to see what I'm aiming at. This is a recent one. Get it out here in the sunshine if I can aim right. And it's much more sparkly than the camera will allow you to see. They're like, it's better than glitter. And it's all over these stones. And here they are, not in the sunlight so well. But here's one. Huh, it's almost like they're showing better, sort of, when they're not in direct sunlight. This is just some of them, and here's a big one. I don't know if you can see all those sparkles. This whole stone, there's my foot. See how big that rock is? It's covered in the sparkles. This is what's all over my property. And loads of these, and let's go over here. This is some of my better ones. The thing collapsed on me recently. I need to come out here and rearrange it. Can you see the, oh, the sun went in. That'll mess us up. Come on out, sun. All this druzy. There we go, the sun's coming back out. Back off. Let me just try coming up close so I can see what I'm doing. And some of the crystals are fairly large, some of them are tiny, and some are really bright sparkly, and some don't have quite as much fire. This one's gray, but it's got quite a lot of fire on it. Okay, I'm gonna quit now. That's part of my fun rock collection. I also have a bunch of river rock. There's some of my flowers. River rock that has come from my property. I'm at 1,000 feet and I have river rock. Isn't that interesting? Coming through my porch here. So evidently all of this was underwater at one time. Pretty amazing. Rocks everywhere that are river rock, you know, made smooth by tumbling in water. Let's do the heart-brain coherence really quick. For those of you who are having some symptoms, and just because it's fun to do together, then I'm gonna go jump in the shower. Make sure I didn't collect some chiggers or anything out there in the grass. Okay, everybody take some deep breaths. Imagine breathing in and out from the heart area. here. Breathing in and out from the heart area. Thinking of something you're really grateful for. I'm grateful for you all. And I'm grateful as always for the day of my spiritual awakening. And you all think of whatever you're grateful for that's way up on top of your list. And then as you think about it, let yourself feel it. Let it touch your emotions. This activates your heart. This activates that big torus field around your heart that's more powerful even than your brain torus field. And they come together in this and become one huge torus field. And in that amazing thing that occurs, all of a sudden your brain knows what only your heart knew before, which is whatever is out there in the quantum field of endless possibilities and knowledge. So now your brain, which is grand central, knows what to do about that headache. Now it knows what to do about the irregular heartbeat. And it knows how to relieve that anxiety if you might be having it. Other than that, you might just experience amazing bliss as you feel connected to Source, Creator, God, and to everyone else. Especially on this video, we often will, it's like we sense all of a sudden how connected we are. And there's bliss and there's joy and a strong feeling of love. So let's do it, shall we? It only takes 3 minutes. Touch your heart area. Breathe in and out from the heart area. Think of something you're really, really grateful for. And just move into that and let yourself feel it and relax. Don't try and make anything happen. Just think about that thing you're so grateful for. We'll do this for 3 minutes and I'll let you know when the 3 minutes is up. Don't worry about it. I'll let you know. So let us begin now. I can sense you, our connectedness. Just a little bit longer. Wow, that one's going fast. so much peace. And love. There we go. There's our 3 minutes. So, I love you all. Thank you for joining me. What brought this on was we just had a big M8.46 solar flare. Nearly an X flare, but not quite. So it was powerful, and it is at least partly earth facing. So I don't know if we're having a CME coming from it or not, but we'll get that information later. So I love you. Let me see if anybody say anything. I don't want to check in with you. And if you take note of how you feel now compared to how you felt when we began, and if you can tell the difference. Hello, Sandra from Quebec. If you feel a difference now, let me know. Toril from Norway. Oh, that's great. Some of you were wanting to see the stones. I hope you could see something about them. Cameras, iPhones, that's what I use, don't really catch the sparkles and the depth of stones. And Lee from Lake Tahoe, California. I'd like to go there someday. Let's see. Oh, Carolyn, you're sweet. Thank you, Nicole. You can go on to our online shop. I'll try and remember to drop that into the comments, the address, and pick one of these up for yourself. This one is $55. And you can shower in them, take baths in them. They're very enduring. They're tough. I've dropped them on a hardwood floor over and over, and they're fine. So, and they're powerful. Scalar energy. So they help us process these energies coming in. I'm really glad I have it. I've had it. Greetings, greetings. Bobby Pepper says, my pendant is silver. I get lots of compliments. I get a lot of compliments on mine when I wear them too. I wear the silver sometimes, but most time I wear the rose gold simply because it kind of goes with me. I'm kind of pink. And it goes with gold and silver. And I tend to wear a lot of silver. Well, thank you, Carrie Ann. She says, thank you for sharing this. It's an honor to see your collection. Well, I just love the things. I love going out and collecting them. It's like a treasure hunt to find them after the rain and on a really sunny day. I've been told one of the best times is in the middle of the night with a flashlight, but I haven't tried that yet. I'd probably need to have a friend with me, because the neighbors have kind of rowdy dogs, and also we have coyotes and wolves and foxes and bobcats, all kinds of critters around here. Lee says, I collect all kinds of rocks. Good, so you can see the sparkles, Jen. I'm glad. Well, thank you, Carrie Ann. And the new ones I got today, there were some pretty good ones. I have some really good ones in my kitchen window where I wash my dishes. I forgot about that. I have a lot. I have 12 acres, and they're all over it. And where they've been digging for the campground, there's tons of rock exposed, and every time it rains, it washes off the rocks and more appear, and I have to go out and check them out when I can. Yes, there was almost an X-class flare, Chloe. I first thought it was. I was looking the wrong place, and I was in the bright sunlight and I couldn't see what was on my phone clearly. Yeah, an M8.46. Thank you, Heather. Nicole, an X-class flare is the highest level of solar flare. They go from A to B, which we don't pay any attention to those, to C, and then a high C flare can be considerable and it can make us feel impact, up to an M, C to an M, and then X is the very highest. But there are numbers next to them that can give you intensity too. Lee, they're all right here on my property. So that's the only place I look for them is right here. I think that's one of the reasons I was drawn to this property. It's covered with crystals. The vibe on my land is unique, to say the least. Carrie-Ann collects rocks too. Okay. Bobby, it's a type of quartz crystal, yes. They call it druzy because it's like tiny little crystals on the surface of a rock. It happens during volcanic activity when it cools with water, which makes sense because this whole little mountain of mine was covered with water at one time, apparently. So because it was at one time covered with water, there's all kinds of rock on my property. Where you had a river or water, everything can be here. I've seen all kinds of things. Thank you, Rena. Thank you, Jane. Got a lot of rock fans here, I see. And Peggy. She said, no wonder you have big muscles. Well, that's true. That one big rock that's like, oh my, easily a foot, a little more across, and very thick. I had to use all my strength and back to lift that up into my car. I have an even bigger one out there. Debbie, she's a collector also. Oh my goodness. Wow. Real purty, Jen says. Okay, zooming on through. Folks have to go about their lives. Oh, Larianne from France. Greetings. Greetings. We do have our global community here today. Pamela, you've been out in the garden again. That's good. It's a good place to be. I was out tromping over my property, standing on a very steep hill of scree, little rocks that just slide. Not very safe, but I do it anyway. Okay. Randy is sending out hugs for all. Chloe says, thank you for that calmness. Christina. Hello, hello, hello. Chris from Cornwall, place of King Arthur legends. Tintagel. Aw, Sherry, thank you. She says, thank you, I needed you today. Bless your heart, that really touches me. I remind myself I'm doing this. I could be crying. For big reasons, you know? So somebody is hacked into my account, actually broke in, and we found it, where they actually tried to take full control of my page, all of our stuff. But I still have full control too, so it's kind of tricky, but it'll be dealt with. It will be dealt with. It may cost me a pretty penny, but they'll be dealt with. Okay. So Carrie-Ann says, that was intense once again in a beautiful way. So much energy, beautiful energy from everyone. Must be talking about our meditation time. I felt the connection, I always do. The love was so pure, it just totally relaxed me and I could fall asleep right now. Thank you, everyone, especially you, beautiful soul. I love you all. Back at you, girl. That is the way that meditation affects me too. And Bobby Pepper says it's calming. She says she loves my rocks. Yes. Oh, Ingrid from Sweden. Good. Hope you sleep beautifully. Oh, Peggy says so much love emanates from your beautiful soul. Oh, thank you. Wow. That would be what I want pretty much more than anything, I think. Thank you. Okay, beloved. Chloe says her son collects rocks everywhere. Everywhere we went, he would find more. Her boot, we'd say here, the trunk of her car was full all the time. Juliet, big love. The crystals seem to be vibrating more strongly recently. I hadn't thought of that. Oh. Love and hugs to everyone. Okay, I'm going to do, I know y'all have to go, but real quickly I'm going to show you some of the sparkly stones that I have in my windowsill over my sink where I wash my dishes. Turn on the lights. I enjoy looking at them when I'm washing dishes. Kind of funny, but it's true. I put them up there, I wash them, and then I enjoy them for a while. Okay, here we go. There's a really pretty one, and that's quite large. Look at that one, it's like concave. That's a nice one. I have a lot of beautiful pieces up here. This one's different. Look at that. The texturing. It's a particular kind of stone. Well, I didn't tell the whole truth earlier. I brought in two that were in my pocket today. So this one is from today. It's still wet. I rinsed it off just briefly. It still has mud in it. But this is one from today. This one too, but it's not sparkly. It's just, I guess it's some jasper, and I like the look of it. And then these, more of the druzy. Whoops, dropped one. Yes. Oh, this one is unique. Let me pull it out here so you can see it. Look at that. The druzy, sorry, everything's moving. The druzy and the crystals, and then it's got maybe some pyrite in it. I'm not sure what all that is. And then we have bigger pieces over here. And that one has a pretty good sparkle. Oh, I don't know if it's gonna let you look at them. Yeah, it's going into the screen. There's a nest out here, the phoebes, and that's the phoebe bird. Okay, you can see it now. They have a nest right up there. It looks like mud. And they have got it going really nicely. And they are flycatchers, so they're a blessing to me. They deal with they deal with lots of bugs and mosquitoes. Well, I guess you can see it right now. No, it's zooming in on the screen. So anyway, a little more of my life I'm sharing with you. Let me show you this one. You can get the feel for how large this is. The rock. And then the druzy is just on the surface. I enjoy it. I love this stuff. When I moved here and discovered all this, I was like, yeehaw, I love it. So you all have a beautiful day. And I love you. I do. I love you all. Our tribe means a whole lot to me. And you all are pretty precious people. You're the best. You really are. Chloe says, who needs a dishwasher when you can do dishes and stand at those crystals all day? It's true. I don't enjoy washing dishes, but I do enjoy having my crystals in front of me. Pamela, you have Phoebes too? I have them every year. They come back and they have two, whatever you call it, they have two sets of babies. And they really do keep the bugs under control, which is nice living out here where there are a lot of bugs, but there's a lot of beauty. Here's a little view out my window if I can get the, well, it doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. You can see the ridge in the background. Can't see a whole lot today because the sun has gone in and it's kind of cloudy, but that's my view out over my valley, but it's hindered by the porch roof downstairs. So I love you all. Have a beautiful one. Mwah. See you later.